now, the second feast that the Most High has given us is the Passover, right? Which is the sign. It happens during the season of the new year. So our new year is determined by the season, right? And the things that the Most High gave us, so that we could actually know when we are actually in the proper time of the new year. Okay, so we don't specifically, and I'm going to show you something, because there's a popular teaching now that people go by the spring equinox, and that's the new year. No, it's not true, because we have to go on the record by what the Most High himself has given us as an indication that we are in the new year. Okay, if we know anything, the first thing about agriculture, we know that the nation of Israel are a agricultural people. Got it twisted. So the year begins with the first harvest. Okay, the first harvest doesn't come on the spring equinox. Okay, how do we know? We're going to show you in a minute, but let's just do something first. But we want to understand or overstand that the Most High gave us some indication of how that we can know that we are in the new year. Okay, so let's go to Genesis chapter 1. Okay, all right, see if I can do this here. The sun is really blinding my eyes here. Okay, Genesis chapter 1. And on the fourth day, okay, let's go to verse 14, Genesis 1:14. And Yah said, let light sources be in the expanse of heaven. Okay, King James says, let there be lights in the heavens. Okay, light sources. So the Most High, anything that we see in the heaven that has light is a light source. They have different variances of light. Stars have a different variance of light. You can read that in the book of Enoch. The sun has a different variation of light. The moon has a different variation of light, right? All these things have different variations of light, right? Okay, but he says, let light sources be in the expanse of heavens to divide between the day and night. So now the light sources is giving us, and the one particularly primary light source has given us day and night is the sun. The sun rules by day. Okay, we're gonna say that. Okay, and the moon. Okay, so he says, in the expanse of heavens to divide between the day and night, and let them be for sign for holy days. It says here, for holy days, for seasons, and for days and for years. Okay. Now, in the King James version, what does that say? Verse 14. Let's go there, because somebody said, brother, you're not reading King James version. So I'm already up on your game. I know where you're gonna come from. I'm gonna read it. Okay. He said, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. So signs and seasons, right? So the word season, you say, well, brother, that word says season. It doesn't say appointment. It says season. Okay. All right. So I'm glad you said that. My Isha's losing her umbrella. But the wind is blowing, the sun is shining, so, and the orange and palm trees is not swaying. Oh, well, they are actually swaying, they are. Okay, but let's see. Okay, so he said for signs, let them be for signs. So the word for signs is oath. which means a signal, right? So the Most High said, let the lights be, right? A signal, not just the sun, but the lights are a signal of the season that we're in, right? Okay, so let the lights, the oath lights, and it said let the lights be for let it be for signs and for seasons. Okay, and the word for seasons is the word. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. Moed, which is where we get the word Moedim, which means appointed times. So, recapping, the Most High said, let the lights in the heavens be for a sign, right? And for appointed times. So, he didn't tell us to just look at the spring equinox. He said, look at the lights as for signs and for appointed times, right? All right, let's continue. And for days and for years. So we are calculating our days and times based off of what? The lights in the heavens. It's not based solely on the sun, because we don't follow a solar year. It's not based solely on the moon, because we don't follow a lunar year. It's definitely not based on the stars alone. But as the stars are positioned with the sun and with the moon and all of that goes along, those are the indicators when we are positioned in the place, specifically the place where the law was given in Jerusalem. When the earth is set in that position, at that time is when we are in the season. But now we have something else that we got to look at too. Okay, let's continue there. So he said, and let them be for lights in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so. Now here's verse 16, and Yah said what? Yah made two great lights. He made two great lights, right? The greater light to rule the day. This is what I just said. I'm just kind of I'm reading what I already shared. And the lesser light to rule the night, right? So they are the ones that rule. The sun rules the day, as you can look up in the sky now. If the moon is out, the sun has got the brightest light. That's what it means. He is the highest, the brightest source of light. It does not mean that the moon is not illuminated. It just means that when the sun is shining, the moon got to take a back seat while it's going through its face. Okay. Then he says, and he made the stars also. So why would he say that? He made the stars also. Because the stars have light. So just because you don't see the stars don't mean they're not shining. Just like during the daytime, you can't see stars. At a certain position and period in time in the year, you may see the stars at the course of the day, right? But the stars are always shining. There's never a time when the stars not shining. Can I get a witness? So the stars shine, the moon shines, and I don't mean the moonshine drink, but the moon shines, the stars shine, the sun shines. So he said that these signs in the heavens are a sign for appointed times or holidays. So a holy day is a holiday. There are man-made holidays, which are holy days, and they're Yah-made, what the creator of heaven and earth made, which is called the Feast of Yah. Hallelujah, all right? I got a little audience here, so y'all, I get excited when I get people listening. I know they're listening. But anyway, because we Israel and we called to teach, so we got to teach it. So there's no shame in the game. All right, now, here we go. So he made the stars also. And then he made the firmament of heaven, verse 12, to give light, no, verse 17, to give light upon the earth. Yah set them in the firmament of heaven to give light upon the earth. okay? And to rule over day, right? And overnight, and to divide the light from the day, right? And darkness, and Yah saw it, and it was good. And the evening and the morning was the fourth day. So now, what have we learned so far, right? This is simple elementary learning, right? The elements, the lights in the heaven are indications or signs or signals of where we are in the month, right? Where we are in the day of the week, right? Because the moon has phases, and if you follow the phases of the moon, you'll know what day of the week, you'll know what day of the month you're in, if you follow the phases of the moon. See that? Also, the sun gives us an indication of the seasons, the 4 seasons, right? In the book of Enoch, some people use that to say, oh, the 4 seasons mean it's only 4 new moons. No, there's 12 new moons. 12 new moons, okay? And the one that falls during the time of the first harvest is the new moon of the new year. It's just that simple. It's not complicated, right? It's just that simple, okay? If we set a time where we say every year on this particular date is the new year, if the harvest is not ripe, you can't have a harvest, and you can't have a first fruit. That's what we do. We give the first fruits in the beginning of the year, an offering unto the Most Hight of first fruits, right? We're gonna read that in a second, all right?